We do have some breaking news, and thanks for being with us. I'm Steve Dunn.
And I'm Deborah Knapp. Guilty. That's the verdict against an Oregon City couple who relied on faith healing for the condition, making their daughter blind in one eye.
On your side, investigator Dan Tilken was in the courtroom for the verdict. And Dan, what's next for Tim and Rebecca Weiland now?
Well, now they have to wait about 2.5 weeks to find out what price they will have to pay for ignoring their daughter's medical needs. Now, the crime of criminal mistreatment carries a maximum of 5 years, but it's very unlikely that they will get that much time. But it only took the jury 90 minutes to reach their conclusion.
In the case of the state of Oregon versus Timothy Weiland, we, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled court and cause, do find the defendant guilty. In the case of the state of Oregon versus Rebecca Weiland, we, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled court and cause, do find the defendant guilty.
Neither of the Weilands showed much emotion. They barely even moved when the verdicts were read. At one point, Tim Weiland did put his arm around Rebecca, and they spoke quietly. Now, the prosecution only needed 10 of 12 jurors to agree with them, but the jury was unanimous in the verdict, feeling the Weilands shouldn't have ignored the benign tumor growing over their daughter Elena's left eye that was making her blind. Mr. and Mrs. Weiland, would you like to say anything? You've been through a lot.
No, thank you.
Nothing you want to say to the world about your daughter, about your faith, about the trial?
No, thank you.
You wish you'd done anything differently? And through the years, we have tried repeatedly to speak with followers of Christ members about their faith healing beliefs and their church here in Oregon City. We have had very little success, including today. Now, it is interesting and important to note that the jury here did not hear about the many other children who are members of the Followers of Christ Church who have died in years past. That's because the judge considers that prejudicial. It's an important point because if you'll remember back to the first Followers trial, that of Carl and Raylene Worthington and the death of their daughter, the jurors didn't hear about the prior deaths either, and they only convicted the father of a lesser crime. And then afterwards, when the jurors learned about all the other deaths, they said, oh, had we known, we would have decided something differently. Apparently, this jury did not need that information. Dan Tilken, K2 News.
In 90 minutes, stunningly quick verdict today. Dan Tilken, thank you, sir.